Prime Minister, you are bringing back Boris Johnson's policy of a £2 cap on bus fares. Is that really going to make a difference to people struggling with their finances?
It was actually my policy originally as Mayor of Greater Manchester, but I worked with Boris to take it national. And it was hugely popular because it's simple, but it saves people money every day. So I think it will really help people with the cost of living pressures they're facing. It's there for the whole of 2027, and I think it will put money in people's pockets.
On the wider spending priorities of your government, you've said you're committed to the fiscal rules, yet you've already said you want to reform social care, you want to build more council houses, you've committed to spending more money on defence. Are you going to be honest with the public that you can't do those things you're promising without either more borrowing or raising taxes?
I will always be honest with the public. It's my style. This week, the three policies I've announced, ending rough sleeping, the bus cap we're announcing today, and the removal of VAT off electricity bills are all fully funded. And that's the way I will go. And people will say, well, how? I've reprioritised. The public's priority is reducing cost of living pressures. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a difficult look at some of the things that the government was committed to, digital ID being one example, and reprioritising. And I think that's what people would expect me to do coming into this job. When you talk about council housing, it's about putting greater priority on council housing. The government had already allocated 39 billion to housing over 10 years. My instruction on coming into this job is to spend a greater proportion of that funding on new council housing, because that gives the biggest return on investment than anything else.
But it is going to mean tax rises come the budget, isn't it?
No, we'll take decisions on tax at the budget. This is about reprioritising in this phase. As I say, going to the public's priorities, the cost of living crisis, the housing crisis. How much longer are we going to talk about these things without actually doing something to help people? And already in the space of a few days, I've made a number of moves that will deal with some of these challenges, although I appreciate there's a lot more to do.
You also said on Monday that the complaint you heard most often on the doorstep was about the freezing of the personal tax allowance. So are you going to do something about that or not?
Well, it's funny these days. You can't answer a question honestly without then people reading everything else into it. It was.
But you are Prime Minister.
It was, yes. But I want to answer questions honestly in this job, as I said before. I think that's all about trust in politics and doing politics differently, and I'm determined to keep working in that way. It was raised a lot, but I then went on to say, but we'll have to look at it at the budget alongside everything else. So no commitment, no unfunded promise. You know, it's just perhaps the way politics is these days and the way people report things. But that was an honest answer. There is no commitment at this point to change, but we will look at that at the budget.
Another thing you promised was an end to factionalism. You said that on the steps of Number 10. You then went in to Downing Street and you sacked 11 members of Keir Starmer's cabinet, those who had been most loyal to him. You also promoted those who hastened his end. Do you acknowledge that's created a lot of bad blood?
No, I spoke personally to everybody involved. I explained my decisions to them. Obviously, many people who were serving in Keir's cabinet are still in their positions today. Heidi Alexander, who's done a brilliant job on public transport, Pat McFadden, Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary. So obviously there's a need to bring in change to give the government that new direction that I've called for. That's just a reality of politics. It's not about factionalism, and in fact the way I've dealt with it shows that. It is about building a team that reflects all sides of the Labour Party at the highest level, so everybody can see themselves represented within it, and that's what I've constructed.
And Prime Minister, just finally, is it acceptable for members of your cabinet to be joking about the early release of prisoners at a time when people like the mother of PC Harper are desperately worried about the early release of her son's killers?
No, it's not, and certainly that's been acknowledged and apologies have been made. On the broader issue, I feel for the family it's an appalling crime that was committed. The main perpetrator will not be subject to any early release. Of course, others involved have potentially been identified, but I've spoken to the new Justice Secretary. We will review the policy together and make further statements in due course.
Minister, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What a coincidence is this? I know. Well, it's great. Oh, it's great. Tracy has been with us 40 years. And team and the reliability, it's a fantastic, it's just great.
Now, is it a good thing or bad thing to have a bus nerd as PM? I don't know. What do you think? It's
as long as you can keep the.
He's been here a while, and Luke is another one
Hi,
of
Luke.
our ex apprentice. So he's come through the ranks. 4 years, is it?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, it's a great job to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Anna has been with us 15 months, 14, 15 months now, and again has really demonstrated supreme skill. And so we trust.
I think you're all in line for a pay rise after today. I hope this policy helps because it just makes people, it grows the industry, doesn't it? Hopefully, I remember you saying that to me, Burnham, when we first started doing it in Greater Manchester. It just brings more passengers on, and therefore more services, more, the industry has contracted over the years, and now it starts to build it back up.
We need people to recognise Dave.
We've met a few times in Manchester.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
And these are, I'll let you Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. I'm from
And then Jackie and Dave are our kind of stalwart bus campaigners who are brilliant.
Fighting the good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you champion it, that's the
The
thing.
thing is, though, as you both have proved, they're crucial to people.
Yeah.
And yet politicians didn't talk about them for a lot. They were like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So as a coach, mentor, or a therapist, and they can kind of access therapy or mentoring through our service.
Boxing's kind of the
discipline of it.
It's very at-risk young people.
Yeah.
It's born out of an inner-city boxing gym where kind of our CEO and his mate were just coaching.
Yeah. Because that's how. And the thing is, there's this big report came out recently about young people in their 20s not in work, and it's a really serious issue. But it's
We've got billboards around Bristol, you might see them soon down near our shooting
right, so there we go. Do we pay or are we okay?
We can go free.
Yeah. I could have a Rishi moment here if I try and tap on it, but I don't want that.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Hi guys!
Morning everyone.
Hello!
Good morning, how are we doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Andy. Hey, Maya. Sorry, sorry about that, but lovely to meet you. Hi, good to meet you as well.
Nice to be Ingrid from room 13.
Are you still in school this week?
Yeah. We only finished yesterday.
Last
Is it last day today?
Yeah, last day today.
How are you feeling about that?
Yesterday.
No, last day today.
So 6 weeks off after today? Yeah. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Wish I could have 6 weeks off. I'm not sure I could right now in my... No.
Those days are gone, my friend.
I'm afraid they have. Yeah.
Hello.
Well, I just...
How do you get from these places? So the isolation is similar.
I was just saying to the friends outside, the issue of simple connectivity, buses, is massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet, Parliament and politicians kind of ignored it, really, for quite a long time.
And I think
the difference about being there, like the distance is real, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that kind of day-to-day experience just sort of slips away, and I think that's why our voices are really important to kind of...
I think with child poverty as well.
It's exactly as you describe. It's a really good way of helping people who really need the support. It switches people from cars to public transport. It helps people get to jobs and training and accessing other opportunities as young people. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And, we. I will be as much for the southwest as I am for the northwest.
How much difference do you think a scheme like this can make?
It's huge. I know the impact it had in Greater Manchester.
Underage Town Council, Sue Hope and Charfield. Is that happening? Obviously we know in a year's time will be